Hello, I'm Nigel Sadler, and today I'm going to talk about marketplaces in the quintessential English market town. And today I'm in Tonbridge, and I'm in the centre of what was once Tonbridge Market. What makes an English market town? Well, the clue is in the name. It requires a market. Towns were granted their markets generally in the Middle Ages, granted by the king. And Tonbridge had its market granted to it in 1259 by King Henry III. Market towns were always located on the major trading routes, Tonbridge being at the crossing of the River Medway, with two main roads from the north converging on that bridge, one from London, one from Canterbury, and two converging from the south, one from the Channel ports and the other from Lewes. Market towns are usually characterised by having at least one main street that's fairly wide, leading into a large open space. Not always, but quite often those spaces are triangular. Now, in many modern market towns today, the space is pretty evident because that's where the town car park is going to be. Right in the middle of the town, with the coaching inn surrounding the site. And here's the Rose and Crown, the major coaching inn of Tonbridge, right in the heart of the marketplace. The south end of the market is the old Chequers Inn, which more than likely dates from the end of the 15th century, rather than the 14th as it claims on the wall. The Chequers forms part of a short row of medieval buildings that survive in the high street. Around the market spaces have accumulated many inns, and you'd also have the town hall. There's a drinking trough, not in its original site, but commemorating that Tonbridge is still part of a farming community. And what was sold in marketplaces? Well, that is entirely dependent on the local agriculture. Certainly in Tonbridge's case, there's probably been plenty of sheep and pigs, not many heavy cattle, because the clays really don't support heavy cattle in the Tonbridge area, but there have been plenty of grains and agricultural produce brought here. Where there's markets, there's money, so you need some way of collecting that. So frequently there would be a market hall. Tonbridge had one, built to the south of the market, and these frequently evolved to become the town halls. And this indeed became the town hall from 1800 to 1900 on this site, where the road was widened. Well, as Tonbridge was predominantly an agricultural market, produce was sold from stalls in the central area. Now, these would have been temporary pop-up stalls, much alike as we have in our modern-day farmers' markets, which we see on Saturdays and Sundays around the country. But over time, these became a little more permanent. And I believe the result of that permanence is the set of medieval buildings we have here now occupying the centre portion of the marketplace. Tonbridge Market as such no longer exists in its old form. It's now in the railway station car park on a Saturday morning. So the market in Tonbridge is no longer what it used to be. But I find it's fascinating to have that little bit of history hidden away. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of Tonbridge Market. If you have been, thank you very much for watching and listening. Back to the studio.